the typical word. Inversion happens when we reverse the typical word order of a sentence, normally the order of the subject and the auxiliary verb. Let's look at 3 different types of inversion. The first and most common type of inversion is the question word order, where the auxiliary or modal verb jumps ahead of the subject. Let's look at a regular sentence. I am a software engineer. To make it a question, we invert the subject and the auxiliary verb. So this becomes, are you a software engineer? I can't log on to the network. Becomes, can you log on to the network? Inversion can also occur in other situations. And in our second type, we want to add emphasis, express annoyance, or highlight an issue. For example, with expressions beginning with not, such as, not for one moment, not only, but also. The subject and auxiliary verb are inverted after not and the initial clause. Let's look at some examples. They didn't think to report the API failure rates. With a not expression and inversion, it becomes, not for one moment did they think to report the API failure rates. The issue happens when the player moves up a level and during scene changes. This becomes, not only does the issue happen when the player moves up a level, but it also happens during scene changes. In this example, we only invert the first clause. Inversion can also happen when we use a negative adverb or adverbial phrase at the beginning of a sentence. No sooner had we thought the problem was fixed than we started experiencing problems with the threading model. In no way do I agree with what you are saying. Under no circumstances should new software be released before being tested. We only use inversion when it modifies the whole sentence, not just the noun. Only when the changes to the connection pool size were reversed could we solve the problem. This is correct. Only when were reversed the changes to the connection pool size could we solve the problem. This is incorrect. The third way we use inversion is with neither or nor after a negative clause. He didn't fix the bugs, nor did he even try. Note that the inversion comes in the second clause here. We can also invert conditionals, replacing if with had, were, and should. This is normally used in formal situations. If it were up to me, I would add a linter to help maintain coding standards. This becomes, were it up to me, I would add a linter to help maintain coding standards. If you should finish the integration today, let me know. Becomes, should you finish the integration today, let me know. If we had chosen a dynamically typed language for this project, it would have been finished much sooner. Becomes, had we chosen a dynamically typed language for this project, it would have been finished much sooner. Inversion usually sounds formal, so should you need to be more formal, then give it a try. Not for 1 second should you be afraid of inversion.